The end of TikTok? Conspiracies behind its potential ban. Welcome to the Info Abyss, the channel where you'll find deep dives into truly mysterious and compelling stories. Today, we're focusing on a topic that's been in the spotlight more than ever: TikTok. Since its rise to global dominance, TikTok has reshaped the way we consume and create content. Its short-form videos have attracted millions of users worldwide, making it a cultural phenomenon. However, this rapid growth has also sparked controversy and debate, particularly when it comes to security concerns and its ties to China, where the app is owned by the company ByteDance. Now, in January 2025, the debate is back in full force. With a Supreme Court decision looming and new developments unfolding daily, the question of whether TikTok will be banned in the US has dominated headlines. In this video, we'll explore the latest news surrounding the TikTok ban, the theories and the potential impact on creators, businesses, and the global social media landscape. Before we dive in, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay updated as we uncover the mystery behind TikTok's uncertain future. Number 1. Public opinion manipulation. Some speculate that banning TikTok may be part of a broader strategy to control and restrict the spread of information not overseen by US-based companies. Could this be an effort to limit platforms that empower independent creators and expose unfiltered news? Is this setting a dangerous precedent for online censorship worldwide? Concerns about TikTok's potential to manipulate public opinion have been a significant factor in discussions about banning the app in the United States. US officials have expressed fears that the Chinese government could use TikTok to covertly influence the US public by amplifying or suppressing certain content. The app has been a platform for political engagement, especially among young people, and its removal could hinder their ability to share information and participate in political discourse. Furthermore, TikTok and its parent company, ByteDance, have maintained that no US user data has been or would be shared with the Chinese government, and they argue that a ban violates the First Amendment's protection against government restriction of free speech. While there are legitimate concerns about data security and foreign influence, banning TikTok raises complex issues related to free speech, censorship, and the role of social media in modern political discourse. Number 2. Economic protectionism. The theory that the TikTok ban is economically motivated to eliminate foreign competition and bolster American tech giants has been a topic of discussion. While there is no direct evidence of companies like Meta, owner of Instagram and Facebook, or YouTube actively lobbying for TikTok's ban, it's plausible that these platforms could benefit from reduced competition in the short-form video market. The Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act, which led to the TikTok ban, was passed by Congress with significant bipartisan support. The House approved it with a 350-265 vote, and the Senate passed it 79-18. This legislation requires ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, to divest its ownership or face a ban in the US. ByteDance has engaged in extensive lobbying efforts, spending millions to counter the ban and address concerns over its Chinese ties and data security. However, there is no concrete evidence to suggest that US tech companies have lobbied for TikTok's ban to reduce competition. Number 3. Selective censorship. Critics argue that while TikTok faces intense scrutiny for data privacy concerns, other apps with similar practices like Facebook or Google don't receive the same level of criticism. Is there a double standard when it comes to regulating foreign versus domestic platforms? Why are some companies immune to such actions? Critics argue that TikTok faces disproportionate scrutiny compared to US-based platforms like Facebook and Google, despite similar data collection practices. This raises concerns about a potential double standard in regulating foreign versus domestic platforms. Experts analyzing TikTok's code and policies have found that the app collects user data in ways comparable to Facebook and other popular social apps. Despite this, TikTok has been the focal point of national security debates, while domestic platforms with extensive data collection have not faced equivalent criticism. This selective scrutiny suggests that factors beyond data privacy, such as geopolitical tensions, may influence the level of criticism directed at foreign-owned platforms. The heightened focus on TikTok, in contrast to the relative leniency towards US-based companies, indicates a potential bias in regulatory practices. Number 4. The potential ban of TikTok in the United States has sparked discussions about whether it serves as a political distraction from domestic issues by focusing on an external threat. Some suggest that such actions could rally citizens around a common adversary, diverting attention from internal challenges. The Supreme Court's recent unanimous decision to uphold a federal law banning TikTok, effective January 19, 2025, unless its China-based parent company, ByteDance, divests its ownership, has intensified these debates. Critics argue that the focus on TikTok's alleged national security risks may overshadow pressing domestic issues, serving as a convenient diversion. Moreover, the timing of such actions during election cycles raises questions about potential political motivations. The bipartisan support for the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act, which led to the TikTok ban, indicates a unified stance against perceived foreign threats. However, some analysts contend that emphasizing external threats like TikTok could be a tactic to consolidate political support and distract from unresolved domestic concerns. Another theory posits that banning TikTok is less about protecting user data and more about centralizing control over it. Could the US government be seeking tighter control over citizens' digital footprints? Is this a step toward enforcing stricter surveillance policies? The theory that banning TikTok is less about protecting user data and more about centralizing control over it raises significant concerns about government surveillance and data privacy. The US Supreme Court's recent decision to uphold a federal law banning TikTok, effective January 19, 2025, unless its China-based parent company, ByteDance, divests its ownership, has intensified these discussions. Critics argue that the ban could set a precedent for increased government control over citizens' digital footprints, potentially leading to stricter surveillance policies. The Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act, which mandates ByteDance's divestiture, has been challenged on constitutional grounds, with opponents asserting that it infringes on free speech rights. Furthermore, the ban has sparked debates about the balance between national security and individual rights. While the government cites national security concerns, some argue that the ban may not effectively address the underlying issues and could infringe on free speech rights. Big tech companies in the US may have a vested interest in TikTok's removal, especially as it outpaces many in user growth and engagement. Are corporate lobbying efforts pushing the government to act? Could this be an orchestrated effort to reclaim dominance in the tech world? The potential ban of TikTok in the United States has raised questions about whether US tech companies, particularly competitors like Meta, owner of Instagram and Facebook, and Google, owner of YouTube, have influenced government actions to eliminate a rapidly growing competitor. While direct evidence of corporate lobbying efforts pushing for the ban is limited, several factors suggest that these companies may have a vested interest in TikTok's removal. Meta Platforms, for instance, has significantly increased its lobbying expenditures, coinciding with legislative actions targeting TikTok. In the first quarter of 2024, Meta spent a record $7.6 million on lobbying the federal government, a substantial increase from previous periods. This surge in lobbying efforts occurred around the same time the US House of Representatives passed a bill aimed at banning TikTok. While it's challenging to establish a direct causal link between Meta's lobbying and the legislative outcome, the timing raises questions about potential corporate influence. The ban also has broader implications for US-China relations, as TikTok is owned by the Chinese company ByteDance. The US government's actions against TikTok could be viewed as part of a larger strategy to counter China's influence in the tech industry. This geopolitical angle adds complexity to the debate, intertwining national security concerns with economic and competitive factors. Recent reports suggest that some American billionaires are considering purchasing TikTok to save it. Is this a genuine effort to protect users or a strategic move to gain access to one of the largest pools of user data in the world? Could this be a way for private interests to profit from the situation? Recent developments have highlighted the interest of several American billionaires in acquiring TikTok's US operations, potentially to save the platform from a nationwide ban. This situation raises questions about whether these efforts are genuinely aimed at protecting users or if they serve as strategic moves to gain access to a vast pool of user data. Several prominent figures have expressed interest in acquiring TikTok. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has reportedly been in discussions about purchasing TikTok's US operations. His involvement could be seen as a strategic move to expand his influence in the social media landscape. Steven Mnuchin, the former US Treasury Secretary, has expressed intentions to assemble an investor group to purchase TikTok, indicating a potential financial interest in the platform. Jimmy Donaldson, Mr. Beast, the popular YouTuber, has offered to buy TikTok to prevent its ban, highlighting the platform's significance to content creators. Access to user data. TikTok's extensive user base and engagement metrics represent a valuable asset. Acquiring the platform could provide access to a wealth of data, which is highly coveted in the tech industry. Strategic expansion. For tech entrepreneurs like Musk, acquiring TikTok could be a strategic move to diversify and strengthen their presence in the social media and digital entertainment sectors. Financial investment. For investors like Mnuchin, the acquisition represents a potential financial opportunity, capitalizing on TikTok's popularity and revenue-generating capabilities. The ban would have profound consequences for content creators, businesses, and everyday users. How might this decision influence how other countries regulate foreign apps? The potential ban of TikTok in the United States is poised to significantly impact content creators, businesses, and the broader social media landscape. This development may also influence how other countries regulate foreign applications. TikTok has become a vital platform for many creators and small businesses, offering a space for creative expression and economic opportunity. A ban would disrupt their ability to reach and engage with audiences, potentially leading to substantial financial losses. For instance, small businesses earned $14.7 billion through TikTok in 2023, and a ban could wipe out a significant portion of this revenue. Creators who have built substantial followings on TikTok face uncertainty, with some expressing frustration over the potential loss of their primary platform. The unique features of TikTok, such as its algorithm and user engagement, have made it a preferred platform for many. Transitioning to other platforms may not offer the same reach or monetization opportunities. The ban could lead to a significant shift in the global social media ecosystem. Platforms like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and emerging apps may experience increased user engagement as displaced TikTok users seek alternatives. In summary, the potential TikTok ban is expected to have profound effects on content creators, businesses, and the global social media environment. It may also influence international approaches to regulating foreign applications, potentially leading to increased digital fragmentation and control. So, what do you think? Is TikTok truly a threat, or is it the victim of a larger agenda? And more importantly, what does this mean for the future of digital freedom? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the abyss.